Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. This is your host welcoming you on this Cricket Happening show, dear 401 friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Well, as you know, yesterday I just gave you a hint that I'll be taking a short break due to my moving. So, in fact, what I've done today is I've actually sent down a bulletin on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter and Google+. So all the friends and subscribers who have connected to me on this Cricket Happening show, you would have already got the message. But whosoever has not got the message, if you are watching my Cricket Happening show on a very regular basis, here I am telling you that I am going on a short break. Probably we are looking at 5 days. But time permitting, yes, you always keep your, keep a watch on the Cricket Happening show, and you might see me there. I'm just giving you a heads up here, saying that this Cricket Happening show is going to have a break. Unfortunately, I too, feel very, I feel it very tough to actually not do a Cricket Happening show, because my cricket show is a daily cricket show, which is a Cricket Happening show. But as I said, there are sometimes other responsibilities that come in that you need to take up, so that's the precise reason. And as you know, moving is something which is a very big issue. You have a lot of things to do, and then you need to settle down, and then I'll be once again back with you with a bang. Don't worry about it. I know there are a lot of people who really love my Cricket Happening show. So, as I said, you love Cricket Happenings. Well, I love you, dear friends and subscribers, because as long as the people are getting interested and wanting to hear me, I definitely would like to reciprocate what you're all looking out for, dear friends and subscribers. Your cooperation has been tremendous, contribution has been enormous, and I just don't have words to thank you, dear fans. But so be patient. Wait for the Cricket Happening show to start. Your host Ram is always there on this Cricket Happening show to really entertain you. Well, dear fans, subscribers, let me not waste any time here. Let me just start. Again, it is not going to be a very big report or something. It's just going to be a short summary, because of that I have a lot of work to do. So let's have a look. There are one match which is just unfortunately, this is a match between India and Bangladesh after that sensational second one-day international where India actually bowled out Bangladesh for 58. Today, this was the final match of the series, and I don't have any good news for you, dear friends and subscribers, and that's the precise reason I'm out here to do this Cricket Happening show today. The match has been washed out. India were the ones who batted first, and they have finished at 119 for 9 after the match was reduced to a 40 overs a side affair, and India 119 for 9 after 34.2 overs, and because of heavy rain, the umpires decided to call off play, so it's a washout. But for India, they are going with their when they are, the senior team, which would be this was a junior team which actually did the trick for India. India won the series under the captaincy of Suresh Raina 2-0. And I'm sure because of the performance that the juniors have put, the seniors would be under a lot of pressure in this, and the seniors have to, seniors are going on to a big tour. They are touring England, so I'm sure that would have given them lots of confidence, and I'm sure the Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his men would be looking forward to the England tour very eagerly. We know England is a very difficult outfit, no doubt about that. They are doing extremely well against Sri Lanka in the first test. They almost got to a victory in the first test. So all in all, it was a good performance by the India, as Mushfiqur Rahim, the Bangladeshi captain, very rightly said that this is the India A team. Yes, the India A team, even though it was the senior Indian team, because of a lot of people resting, I thought the India A team, as Mushfiqur Rahim said it, has done admirably. And Mushfiqur Rahim, let me tell you, the Bangladeshi captain Mushfiqur Rahim definitely had to eat his words, because he said that why India has taken such a stand where they are setting a second string team. Well, Bangladesh can't even, I'm sorry to say that Bangladesh couldn't even get going against a second string team, and I think Bangladesh have to really really go back to the drawing board and really get the basics right, according to me. But well, I do have I'm just expressing my opinion, but one thing that I would like to tell you, that Bangladesh are a very good team, there's no doubt about it, but they definitely need to go a long way. This was a good opportunity for Bangladesh to actually probably give India a drubbing of 3-0, because all the big guns were resting, and they won't get another opportunity. So opportunity like this, so Bangladesh definitely, as I said, have to go back to the drawing board and get their basics right, and hope that Bangladesh really coming up with all guns charging in their subsequent matches. Well, so this series is over, so I'm going to talk about that match, and I'll also talk about the third day's players today in the West Indies at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain, where players just resumed on the fourth day. At New Zealand are 84 for 2. They have just lost one wicket today, and the wicket that they lost today was the wicket of Tom Latham, who has been consistently scoring 50s in this particular Test series. Suleiman Ben has taken his wicket early in the morning. Caught Brathwaite bowled Ben for 36 with 5 boundaries. Kane Williamson continuing his good work yesterday, where he really plugged on. He is not out on 43 with 5 boundaries. Ross Taylor has just come to the crease, faced 3 balls, is yet to score. So that's a match situation there. And as you know, West Indies have already taken a huge lead yesterday in that particular Test match. So they are in the box seat right now, because New Zealand are really not struggling, I would say, but they are definitely not in a good situation. 84 for 2 is the current score. Well, we'll come back to that later. First, let's have a look at this series that ended with the rain actually coming and playing a spoil sport. Well, it was the third one-day international between India and Bangladesh, the final match of the series, which was played here in Dhaka, and India were the ones who actually won the toss and chose to bat at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium, not in Dhaka, I'm sorry about that. It was played at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium here in Mirpur. Well, India, they didn't have a good beginning at all. Once again, the pace bowlers from Bangladesh have been doing a good job. So that is, Taskin Ahmed has been a real find for Bangladesh. He bowled with a lots of pace and lot of venom, and they also moved the ball. So it was good to see all the 3 pacers doing a fine job today. Mustafa Murtaza 8 overs 1 maiden 1 for 25. Ably supported by Al Amin Hussain 6 overs 1 maiden 23 runs and 2 wickets. Taskin Ahmed 8 overs 1 maiden 15 runs and 2 wickets. So he was the best among the lot there. And then Shakib Al Hasan coming in after, once the pace bowlers had done the job, Shakib Al Hasan came in and did some double strikes by bowling 7.2 overs no maiden 27 runs and 3 wickets. Nasir Hussain 2 overs for 14, Ghazi 2 overs no maiden 1 for 7, and Mahmudullah 1 over for 5 runs. Now, as far as India were concerned, there was a lot of rain interruption. The match was interrupted, and finally it all came. There were 2 interruptions, and in the second interruption, the umpires decided that would be a 40 overs a side affair. But now that thing also evaporated pretty quickly, with rain coming down pretty heavily, and the match was called off. So India finishing at 119 for 9. So that was not a good effort by India. India once again, their batting proved very brittle here. Robin Uthappa was the early victim, caught by Nasir Hussain of the bowling of Mustafa Murtaza for 5 of 13 balls with 1-4. The next man to follow him to the pavilion was Ajinkya Rahane, who unfortunately I have to say that this outing in Bangladesh has not been good for Ajinkya Rahane. He was gone for 3. Al Amin Hussain picking up his wicket. He was gone for 3 of 18 balls. He really struggled at the crease there with the movement that the Bangladeshi pace bowlers were extracting out of the pitch. After that, the third wicket to go, Raidu was the next to go. Taskin Ahmed coming in and bowling with lots of pace and getting the ball to move, and Ambati Raidu was sucked in. He was gone, caught by Mushfiqur Rahim of the bowling of the young pace bowler Taskin Ahmed for 1. And the next to Manoj Tiwari today, getting an opportunity, also failed as Al Amin Hussain picked up his wicket for 2 of 6 balls. And when Suresh Raina, like what he did in the last match, really started playing in an aggressive manner, but India were really struggling at one stage at 16 for 4. Suresh Raina decided to really attack the bowling, He picked up 25 runs with a runnable stuff, 25 of 25 balls with 3 fours, and that was the time. Once the pace bowlers had done the job, it was Shakib Al Hasan who came in and struck a big wicket in the form of Suresh Raina when he picked him up, caught behind for 25, the ball that turned, and after that Ridhiman Saha was clean bowled by Shakib Al Hasan for 16 of 21 balls with 2 fours, which made the score 89 for 6. Cheteshwar Pujara was doing a good job by sticking it out there, really holding the innings together and trying to be a man who was really just staying at the crease and making a resolve to stay at the crease as far as possible, because he was seeing all the other wickets which was falling in front of him. But Shakib Al Hasan, as I said, once the pace bowlers did the job, the left arm spinner Shakib Al Hasan came in and picked up the wicket of Cheteshwar Pujara by trapping him LBW for 27 of 63 balls with 2 fours, and then Stuart Binney came in and Stuart Binney came in and he played some very good strokes, and he was not out on 25 when play was called off. He had 25 not out of 36 balls with 4 fours, and India finished at 119 for 9. As I said, play was called off. Akshar Patel was a victim of Taskin Ahmed. He was caught behind for 1. Mohit Sharma was LBW bowled, Sohail Ghazi for 1. Umesh Yadav was not out on naught. The umpires called off play with India finishing at 119 for 9 of 34.2 overs. Thus, the match ended, the third one-day international ended, the series against India and Bangladesh ended, with India taking the series 2-0. As I said, the India will be very proud of their performance here. India has brought a second-string team here, and they have really given a tough time in the sense, one would have never thought that India would do this, but really I think it is very commendable that the junior boys, the junior Indian team, has actually defeated Bangladesh in a very convincing manner. And as far as the Indian team is concerned, as I said, Indian team now embarks on a tour of England, which is a very big tour and a very important tour at that. Well, I have to really congratulate Suresh Raina and his men for actually dumping Bangladesh 2-0 in this 3-match one-day international series. But yes, as I said, Bangladesh definitely have one thing to really cheer about, and that man was Taskin Ahmed. As I said, he's a right-arm medium pacer. He looks young, he looks raw. He's the fastest bowler in Bangladesh right now, and I'm sure Bangladesh have to nurture the pace hopes of Taskin Ahmed. He's very good. He has lots of pace. He moves the ball beautifully. He has a wonderful action which has been modelled on the lines of Moni Markel of South Africa, and one only hopes that Taskin Ahmed goes from strength to strength. I really wish Taskin Ahmed the best as far as bowling is concerned. And one good thing, one heartening sign for Bangladesh, even though their batting has not been up to the mark, but the bowling, I have to really say that this pace bowling attack looks very sharp. Mashrafe Murtaza, with his experience, has been bowling excellently. Al Hameen Hussain has been complementing very well, and Taskin Ahmed, as I said, has been truly excellent. There are absolutely no words. He's a wonderful bowler to watch, and he has a very smooth action too. So Taskin Ahmed, and as I said, the India-Bangladesh series ends with India winning the 3-match series 2-0. Stuart Binney was named man of the match. In fact, Stuart Binney was named player of the series. Okay, so now I'm going to shift from here, and we are going to go live to the Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain in Trinidad, where New Zealand currently are in battle with the West Indies. But before that, I would just like to talk to you about the third day's play yesterday. Yesterday I was telling you that Jermaine Blackwood is making his debut, and they definitely have to owe it to that partnership between Jermaine Blackwood and the West Indian captain West Indian captain Dinesh Ramadhan. They definitely they didn't lose an early wicket, but Chandrapal, after making 47, was gone with 5 fours and 1 6. It was LBW bowled Ish Sodhi, right arm leggy. After that, they also lost the 9th watchman, Kemar Roche, who was out for 6 on the bowling of Bolt, and that made the score when Chandrapal was also gone. The score was 380 for 7. But Jermaine Blackwood, as I said, on his international debut, was very impressive with his batting. He was nicely stroking the ball. Yes, he definitely had a struggle initially when he came, He had a bit of a jitters as he was making his international test debut, and definitely there were some edges which actually some catches were dropped, but Blackwood slowly regained confidence as we saw that he plays spin very well, he uses his feet very well. Predominantly he is a very aggressive batsman in the domestic West Indies Cricket League, but yesterday he really understood the demands of the situation, played in a very perfect manner by interspersing his defense with some aggression, and he also hit some sweet sixes. He launched Sodhi into the stands for a six. He also deposited Trent Boult. That was a real cracker of a shot. Would have made Chris Gayle proud. The way he actually smoked Trent Boult over long on for a six was a real sight to watch. And even in his first match itself, getting a maiden 50 on his international test debut, Jermaine Blackwood making 63 runs with 6 fours and 2 sixes. A very sweet knock of 63 runs. Dinesh Ramadhan, the wicketkeeper, contributed 32 runs with 4 boundaries, and that partnership was the one which enabled the West Indies to finish at 460 all out. Taylor was out for 4, and that was the final score for West Indies. So as I said, it was a big lead as far as West Indies were concerned. So the lead was almost more than 200 runs. If you look at the lead, 221 all out was what New Zealand made. West Indies finished with 460 all out. So we are looking at a 239 runs lead. That's a massive thing. And currently New Zealand definitely not in a good situation. But before that, let me also go through the bowling figures as far as the New Zealand bowlers were concerned yesterday. Trent Boult bowled 30 overs, 6 maidens, 75 runs and 3 wickets for him. The most successful wicket taker was the right arm leg spinner East Sodhi, 19.1 overs, 2 maidens, 96 runs and 4 wickets, and 1 wicket apiece to Tim Southee, 30 overs, 9 maidens, 1 for 69, 1 for 68 of 15 overs and 1 maiden for Jimmy Neesham. Kane Williamson, 14 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 35, and Mark Craig, who was a hero in their last test match. Probably the West Indies have really learned their lessons. They have studied this bowler Mark Craig, the right arm offie, and they know where they are going wrong. They have done their homework, and they come here and they have really seen to it that they don't lose their wickets to Mark Craig. And Mark Craig finished with none for 111 of 29 overs with 4 maidens. And well, that was a pitch which was pretty responsive, the first test. But the second test, I wouldn't say the pitch is as responsive as the first test match which was played. So Mark Craig, but still, as I said, the New Zealand batsmen have really done their the West Indies batsmen have really done their homework, and they have played Mark Craig in a wonderful way, I thought. So kudos to the West Indies batsmen for doing so. Well, as far as New Zealand were concerned, in their second dig, 239 runs in arrears. Currently, they are 91 for 2. The play is underway right now at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain. Their opening was not good. In fact, New Zealand decided to rejig the opening spot there. So Brendan McCullum, the New Zealand captain, probably wanted to take up the gauntlet, and he wanted to take up the reins. So what he did is he decided to lead by example, and he walked in to the surprise of everybody with Tom Latham as opener. But the experiment by Brendan McCullum absolutely backfired, as Jerome Taylor had him LBW pretty early on in the piece. He was gone. Brendan McCullum LBW bowled Taylor for 3. The score was 9 for 1 at that stage. After that, Kane Williamson came in, and then Kane Williamson and Latham, all that they had to do was they were dealing with some bowling which was pretty nippy, pretty sharp. The ball was moving about, and the bowlers were giving nothing away. They were bowling absolutely in the right areas, and life was pretty difficult for the New Zealand batsmen. They had to really work for the runs. They had 2 batsmen who did that, Tom Latham, but we all know about Kane Williamson. He is the man who really works for his runs. Tom Latham also combined with him superbly, and both of them had to really chisel out a partnership there. In fact, the going was pretty tough, as the runs were very hard to come by, with, as I said, the New West Indies bowlers bowling absolutely a tight line and length, not giving away anything. Jerome Taylor, 14 overs, 5 maidens, 21 runs on 1 wicket. Kemar Roach currently in bowling operation, 7.4 overs, 4 maidens, 13 runs and no wicket. Sharon Gabriel, 5 overs, 1 maiden, none for 12. Ben, 19 overs, 8 maidens, 1 for 25. Today picked up the wicket of Tom Latham pretty quickly. In fact, after yesterday's partnership, Tom Latham was an early goner today on the 4th morning. He was gone for 36 with 5 boundaries. He was a victim of the bowling of Suleiman Ben. Currently, Kane Williamson is not at 47. Taylor has moved his score on to 6. And New Zealand currently are 94 for 2. So that is as far as the match reports or the cricket update is concerned. Let me just leave you with the last cricket update on this Cricket Happening show. As I said, this is my last cricket show before I go on a break. Well, as I said, I too miss you, dear fans and subscribers. But duty is duty. I have certain other things to do. As I have been already saying this in my cricket show, unless and until cricket becomes a paid full-time profession for me, well, I have to really wait for it. So, well, dear fans, subscribers, now I don't have much time to really talk because I have other shows to catch up with. Thanks for your company. Thanks for your regular presence on this Cricket Happening show. Keep a watch on my cricket channel, and you would be probably seeing me next week. Thanks for your company. Thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for your understanding, dear 401 friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram would like to bid you goodbye before the break. Thank you.